Hey YouTube, it's 317 Fishing here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about my channel. This is my first video, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the channel that I'm doing for this year. I'm doing it for the 2017 tournament year. I'm going to show you guys pretty much all my fishing trips whenever I go out to a pond or on my boat, which is every day during the summer and into the fall, all the way till the lake freezes up, and then we might even do some ice fishing. So I'm going to talk to you guys about that, and then I'm also going to talk to you guys today about jig trailers. So let's get started. The most important thing to remember about jig fishing is to keep your color scheme simple. The only two colors you honestly need in your boat at all time is green pumpkin and black or black and blue. For my trailers, when it's more of a tougher bite, you need a smaller profile, I'm gonna stick with a chigger crawl. You get very good action with their crawls. They'll stand up for you when you're working a jig. And one of the things that people don't do enough with a jig is dead stick it. And that's what makes this bait so versatile, is its action when you dead stick it. So when this trailer, sorry about my stutter there, when this trailer sits on the bottom and you have your jig down here, these two craws stick up in the air just like this. If you guys have ever like caught a crawfish or anything like that, the first thing they do right when they see you and you're spotted, or you back them into a corner, or you've ever seen a bass eat a crawfish and you see them back them into the corner, the thing that they do to defend themselves is put their craws up, and it gives it a extremely lifelike profile, especially when that bite's really tough and you need everything that you can get to get them to bite on it, get them to commit. Now when they are really biting, I go with the Reaction Strikes Beaver, again black and blue and green pumpkin. And so this is for your bigger jigs. This is for when the bite is good. So it's a lot heavier bait, but the other thing that it is good for is it can be slimmed down to an even smaller profile than this. So if you clip these two off of here, I'll go ahead and do that. If you clip these off of here, you have these two flaps. So if you're ever flipping in mats or anything like that, this is an extremely small profile bait that'll fit right down there. It's not going to get caught on anything. You're not going to have your flaps getting caught on the mats, getting caught on the pads or anything like that. It is a great trailer. It's the trailer that I use 90% of the time, like I said, unless the bite is really tough. The other thing that's great for is if you're skipping docks. It is a flat surface. It does not have any resistance, especially if you clip these two off. You don't have those flaps catching the water. These two glide straight across it. It'll be so versatile for you, I promise you. Now the one difference with this particular trailer than the chigger craws is I do have a different color. Now I told you guys to keep it simple. This is the only color change I ever have. I'm telling you guys, if a fish is smart enough to need you to count your strands on a jig or count the sparkles or something like that, he is smarter than you and he is not gonna bite. So occasionally, on rare occasion, I will go with red. And the only reason I do that, and like I said, it still has a hint of green pumpkin in there, but it has those red sparkles, okay? And so the reason I do that is if the bluegill bite is what they're eating. If you catch one, if you get one and you look down his throat and there's a big bluegill tail hanging down, and it's got to be red ears. We're not talking about like little sunfish, stuff like that. We're talking about a big red ear bluegill. Then maybe you should go to a red, if that's what they're really biting. And the reason I don't do that with the chigger craws is because this is such a small profile that if they are eating those bluegills, you need to be concentrated on the bigger bites because they're eating. You don't need to try and finesse them in the boat. They're eating. If they're eating bluegills, I promise you they will eat that jig. That jig is nothing compared to a bluegill. Even if it's a 1 ounce, 1.5 ounce jig, it's nothing compared to a bluegill. I promise you. So those are the trailers that I typically stick with. Next video, I will talk to you guys about the jigs that I put those trailers on. Again, these are beavers and sugar craws. They're pretty much the only two I ever use. Occasionally, I will use the Christie craw from Zoom. That's usually on the back of a T-rig though. They have very good swimming action, but it's really not a jig trailer. It's more, the legs will get caught in the skirt. It's really not a big enough profile for a jig. It really isn't. So yeah, so make sure the next time you're in Cabela's or Bass Pro or Dick's or wherever you buy your stuff, Walmart, make sure you pick up some beavers and some sugar craws. So basically guys, this year my channel is going to be following me along my tournament schedule and along my recreational fishing just for fun, teaching you guys stuff, teaching you everything I know, which I'm still looking to learn. My goal in life is to become a professional. This is what I love to do, and I know that most of the people watching this is what they love to do. And so if there's anything you guys want to share with me at any time, if there's any requests you guys want to know, I'm all ears. My main goal is to grow our sport. I believe our sport is one of the most underrated sports out there. I love fishing. That's just what it's what I've loved forever. So the trails that I'm going to be fishing this year is the IVF High School, the Bass Nation High School. I'll be going to Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri on April 2nd. I'll be pre-fishing for 2 days before that. And then we're going to need to make top 10% to go to Kentucky Lake. Probably, that hasn't been released for sure yet, to fish the high school national championship. And then, who knows, maybe we'll win that. And so those are the high school trails that I'll be fishing this year. Possibly also SAF State. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. That's Student Angler Federation. And IBF is Indiana Bass Federation, and you guys know Bass Nation. So the other trail that I'm going to be fishing this year is with my dad. It's an adult trail, USA Bassin. It's on our local lake at Geist, and then they have qualifiers for bigger tournaments. You guys will see. And then I also fish almost every Tuesday, a local Tuesday nighter, also at Geist. And at the end of that, there's a classic with a bunch of money on the line, and then I'll be fishing tons of little open tournaments everywhere. So then also my recreational fishing, I have a 1987 Bomber with a 115 horsepower Mariner on the back, and she is nicknamed the Damn Thing. She is a little bit of a pain, but she is a beauty to me. She cost me $1,400, and she was worth every penny. So you guys will also probably end up seeing me work on my boat. I worked on it a ton last year. And then I fish the ponds around here all the time. Like I said, I fish every day. So you guys will see that. This is going to be a tips type thing. This is going to be everything. Anything you guys want. Comment below. Like, subscribe. Do all that. Seriously, guys, if you guys have anything that you need, that you want to learn about, that you want to hear my opinion of, just comment below. I'll reply to you. I'll make a video. I'll do whatever. Like I said, this is just to grow our sport. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time on 317 Fishing.